Stifler, ask everyone to rate their own looks on a scale of 1 to 10. You can't pick 7. Starting with, you know what? Hold on. I'm going to go a bit out of order here. Starting with you.
I mean, I would pick 7, but I guess I'd say 8.
You can. Okay. Going back to Michaela and then back.
I would say 10.
10? Okay.
A 6.
6. All right.
Wow.
9.
That's
All right.
10.
10. Okay.
I would say 7, but 6.
All right.
I think I'm 10.
10. Okay.
I'd give myself an 8.
All right.
On camera, I look like an inbred 5, but in real life, I'm a 9.
Wait, sorry. Wait, I missed that last part. An
inbred 5 on camera.
No, the last part.
I think I'm an 8. We'll go with that. I was thinking more.
Okay, we'll go with that. What do you give yourself?
I stick with a consistent 8.
I give myself a 5. Andrew, what about you?
I'm clearly a 10.
Oh no, Andrew.
Wait, why are you laughing? You don't believe that?
Not without the beard, Andrew.
Andrew,
you
you're
need
a
the
9.
beard.
Without the
you
beard.
don't believe I'm a 10?
Not without
it's
your
not-
makeup
so
on.
It's not just a subjective value. It's not just how I feel that makes me beautiful. There's something else that makes me beautiful other than that. What would those things be?
My opinion.
Are you asking, from your viewpoint, are you a 10, or are you asking from the view of society, would you be considered a 10? Because that's two different things.
That's what the heart of the question is. Do you think that we care about the opinion of, well, first of all, most people are going to lie about this, right? So the thing is we're asking you from the observer standpoint, what do you think the observer, if there was 100 men who all rated you, what would it average out to? What would the average be?
For me, personally?
Yeah.
I mean, I don't wear makeup or anything to alter my appearance more towards a higher end of the scale. So I don't know if that's something to take into consideration. But with that said, I would say that I would be considered around an 8, just from what people have told me in the past. And that's, just what I've...
Then I'm a 10.
Okay, you can be a 10.
Then I think that, I don't understand. Why are you laughing?
Because I don't know what people have rated you. I'm not gonna...
It sounds like you don't believe me.
Okay.
It sounds like you don't believe me.
I don't think that
like
looks are the most important
You think that
thing.
maybe wait, you think I'm delusional? Do you think that...
I think you are delusional from this podcast. I do
Perhaps
think
the
you're
thing
delusional.
I think about myself in my head isn't true?
I think that looks aren't the most important thing, but
Yeah, that's not what I asked you.
I understand what you're asking me, and from my
Then answer what I'm
perspective,
asking
you
you.
are not my version of a 10. So I can't speak for
I
other
know.
people. I'm
I
not
get
in their
it.
brains, but from my perspective, you're not a 10 in my
Yeah, I'm not
eyes.
asking you from your perspective. I'm asking you from the average woman.
Okay.
If 100 average women rated me, clearly they'd put me at a 10, right?
I can't speak for the average woman because I do not have the minds
I'm not
of every
asking you to
single
speak
woman
for
here.
them. I'm asking what you think.
Okay, so you are asking me my opinion on how I would rate you then. I can't
On
speak for
how
every other
you
woman.
think other women would rate me. So are you saying that...
That's still from my
if
opinion,
I'm-
though. That's what I
Wait,
would
I'm sorry,
believe you would
you're
be
saying
rated. That doesn't make any
if
sense.
I intricately don't
logic
know
isn't there.
how all other people feel about being murdered, I can't make the general statement that they won't like it.
See, so that's something that's a
Can you
moralistic
stop for a
issue.
second and
Your
answer?
looks
Hang on,
are not a
stop,
moralistic issue.
Stop. Before you start spurging out, I would like you to answer directly the question I'm asking. Do you think that I could not assess that most people in the world would not want to be murdered, even though I'm not most people in the world?
That is a moral view.
Can you answer the question with
I am
yes
answering
or
your
no,
question. I'm
please?
just not answering it how you'd like. That doesn't mean I'm
No,
not
you
answering.
just won't answer it, period.
Okay, so give me a, what is it? Is it a yes or no? Because if so, give me a yes or no.
Can I assess that or not?
Repeat your question explicitly.
Yeah, if I say I don't think most people in the world want to be murdered, right? Is that a fair assessment, even though I'm not most people in the world?
Yes. But that is a more
okay,
the
so
reason
then I
for
can
that.
Wait, stop.
Hold
stop.
up, but
So
let me
I'm just
explain
saying-
the reason
hang
for
on.
that. The reason behind
Okay,
that
go ahead.
is that is a moralistic view. That is taking someone's life. Your looks have nothing to do with whether or not someone wants to be murdered. That is taking their life, right? So your looks
what?
are not something that I can objectively say. I don't know how people in
I'm not
India would
asking
rate you. I have my
wait,
views
you
from
think
my
I
perspective
objectively
in
know other
California.
people's morals? You think I objectively know their morals? No, I don't objectively know their morals. I'm saying from my standpoint, I think most other people would not want to be murdered. And I think that's what all of them think. I could make value assessments on what I think other people would think, even though I'm not other people. You can do the exact same thing. You can say, I think most people would say, like, oh, I don't know, a person who came out of the ICU with half of their face melted off and a bone sticking out of their head and most of their bones missing, most people wouldn't find them attractive.
Okay, so do something parallel. Do something
you could
parallel.
actually say that, and that would be fine. Yeah.
Right, but do something parallel. Say like the average person would rate insert celebrity's name at this level. Like that's a parallel.
Yeah.
Somebody dying or being killed is not parallel to your looks and how people would view you. I can't say that.
Well, wait a second. Then how come I can say with great certainty that a person with half their face melted off, who was missing most of their bones, and they had scars all over the place, and when most people saw them, that was the type of person who went, oh my God. Right? I can make the value assessment that most people would find that unattractive, but you're saying that I can't make the determination on what most people would find attractive? I think that that's silly. And by the way, you yourself already gave us many standards. You said earlier in this conversation, for instance, that you think that most men are attracted to women between the ages of X and X.
No, I didn't say I believe that. That is a scientific study. I also studied
Even
psychology
better.
in school.
So you're considering this to be a
21
fact,
to
which
23.
means-
That's saying that that's their peak attractiveness, looking at them throughout the lifespan, versus
So those women must share certain characteristics with each other. In this case, youthfulness.
Right, youth.
So youthfulness
But that's
would be
women,
things
not men.
like-
Unless you identify as a woman, I can't rate you based off of that.
Oh,
So-
no, you can, because we have in that same study what most women find attractive, don't we?
No, so that
In
actually.
the same age bracket, don't we?
Right. So to me, again, so that makes it my personal opinion because I am of a certain age. Now, if I was of another age, let's say I was a 50-year-old woman, like, I don't know, however old your wife is, then I might find you more attractive at that age than a younger woman looking at you because it's a different age bracket. Women,
I'm not
they
asking
integrate
if-
with age. Men just stay the same. They find 21 to 23 the most attractive throughout all age groups. Women
Do you
have a
think that
buffer of
most
4
people
years.
would think, okay, here, do you think most people would think a Tyrannosaurus Rex was big?
How does that have to do
Can you
with-
answer my question? Do you think most people would think a Tyrannosaurus Rex was big?
Yes.
How are you making that value assessment? You don't have any data for it whatsoever. There's not a single study you've read where people were polled about whether or not a Tyrannosaurus Rex
Okay,
was big.
because
Hang on, stop, let me finish.
This is illogical.
Stop. There's not anything you have to base that on other than you have an assessment and you think most people would agree with this assessment and you think most people would think X. But for some reason you can't apply that same standard here. Tell me why.
Because that is again, a comparison between a large group of people, right? Just like you were saying, a large group of people would not want to be murdered. Yes, that is an easy thing to understand. A large group of people who are average in height would be much smaller than a T-Rex. It doesn't even matter if you're the tallest human being. You're going to be smaller than a T-Rex. So that is something that can be seen from an objective scale. Now, subjectively, I can tell you how
It's not
I think
objective.
you look.
Big isn't objective. Big is subjective. What is big to you is not
Right,
big
but
to me.
human
But if we can
beings
make the
are of a-
value
of a
assessment of what most people, you don't have any data to prove what most people would find to be big. You just make the value assessment. For some reason, though, you can't say what most people, you think what most people would find attractive, even though you yourself, in this case, actually have data for it, which would be youth. Men are attracted to youth. If that's the case, there's going to
Right,
be all
that's for
sorts
men,
of
not
shared
for-
features.
Okay. I can speak from my age bracket. For me, yes, that would be something where you can make it more objective of women my age bracket would not find a man as your age as attractive as a man within the 4 years that they are in. Whether it's 21, whether it's 26, it doesn't matter. Like, they are going to find somebody more attractive that is within their age bracket. It's scientifically proven. Now, I cannot tell you
So you
whether
can
or
make
not-
value assessments on behalf of other people. Look at that.
within my age bracket. That is.
Well, I mean, whatever. When I say most women, right?
Okay, you're beautiful. Is that what you would like to
You
hear?
can make an association between all women in the 20s, 30s, 40s, 50s, and 60s, and still in your head, some type of general average you think would be reasonable. So if I say I'm a 10, and you say, well, for me, you're not a 10. For me, you're not a 10. And I say, well, what do you think most people
That's a
would
great
think?
impression of my voice. Thank you so much.
I say, what do you think most people would think? Well, I'm sorry, you're right, it was a bad impression.
what do you think most people would
Thank
think?
you. Yeah.
There
I
you go.
appreciate that. Now I'm
Is that better for you?
That's great.
Yep.
So, hey, what do you think most people would think? Most
I
women
think
would
most
think.
people would think that.
From
No, you
Dan.
didn't even have to do the impression. I already
Okay.
nailed it.
Thank you.
I already nailed it. Like, you didn't even have to.
You know, it's funny because
Okay.
we were having a discussion earlier and you were being very kind, but after that last discussion, you've gotten a lot more aggressive.
Because
how
people
you're
don't
speaking.
like to answer direct questions. They like to do what they do is they do what in your boat you would call like a motorboat, right? Where it goes like this. It goes everywhere except straight because you have waves.
That's
you have
called a.
this,
Did you
have
call
all
it a
this going on.
motorboat?
Yeah. So what happens is, you ever tried to drive a motorboat before?
Yes, I have.
You can't keep it straight on the water, not when there's waves. And so the thing is like, what's going on here is the same thing. When I ask you a direct question, you obfuscate, you go to everything except answering the question. And I don't do that to you. So yes, it's frustrating for me.
I answered in a subjective way. I cannot answer objectively. I have not done a poll of these women. The data that I'm basing my claims off of are thousands of women and thousands of men. I cannot objectively create a poll
I'm
of
not
how
asking
attractive
you
you
to
are. Maybe if
objectively
I did
create
that
a
on
poll.
social media, we could see
I'm
how people
asking
would
from
rate
your
you.
subjective metric what you think most women would think. Subjective.
Okay, so that's different. That's different. That's not
That's
what
what I asked you
That was
originally.
not what you originally said. And if it was, then we miscommunicated, and I apologize for my side of that.
So anyway,
But-
so that's my question.
Okay, so what would I rate you? That's your question
No,
then?
what do you think most women from your subjective metric would rate me?
Okay,
Do it.
from my subjective
Do it.
metric, I would give you a 5. And that's
There you
also,
go.
if we talk
Perfect.
about how you've been berating women, I'd give you a 4 because personality increases.
Yeah, what does
or
that have to do with my
decreases.
looks?
It's in the expression on your
Nothing. It
face.
has nothing to do
Yes,
with
it does.
nothing.
Yes, it does.
What
Self-respect
does
and
it have to do
respect
with the
towards
looks?
others does have to
Bro,
do
if I
with
had
with
never
your
Hold on.
spoken, right?
You've
the
never
value
spoken. You've
assessment of
spoken
your
this
looks
whole
goes up.
time.
How
You've
can
been
it
Wait,
be
so
that the
hold on,
value
no, hold
assessment-
on.
How can it be that the value assessment of looks goes up if a person has never said a word?
No. If somebody is a kind human being and they have a good personality, that automatically
Mm-hmm.
increases their points. That's literally proven. Charisma
What does
can
that
be
have to
somebody.
do with anything about looks? Looks, how you look.
It shows on your
Looks.
face what type of personality you have.
What does it have to do with how a person
It's
fucking
how you
looks?
hold your face. It's
Fuck,
facial
it's
muscles.
like talking to a wall. What does it have to do with how a person looks?
Andrew,
What
now
the heck?
you're a 3, okay? You're losing points, all right?
Uh-oh. Are we gonna get into the negatives?
Wait, so I'm just a little bit confused though. You made the statement about how, but because he's been bombarding, that's not the exact word you use, bombarding these women. So wait, just to be clear, he's been disagreeing with people.
Yeah.
He's been
has
pretty.
No, but this, I mean, so the original conversation, I will say you were very kind, and it started off, it was positive, but then by the end of it, you were very impolite and not allowing anybody to actually say
So
what
I
they were
don't
trying to
consider
say.
politeness, nor do I consider niceness to be a virtue.
Okay, that's
What
fine.
I
So
can-
it was
here's what
my
I consider to
subjective
be-
view on your looks, and I
Here's
take
what
that into
I consider
account.
to be virtuous. If you were a man, this is I love
Hey, we're just gonna
equality.
keep going. There's
Hang
not
on,
gonna be a
Mrs.
solution.
Hang on,
So let's
Mrs.
just
Mrs.
stop.
I love equality. Am I allowed to talk back or no?
Yes, sir.
So Mrs. I love equality. If you're a man sitting right there, he'd talk to you exactly the same.
Okay.
And the only difference is you wouldn't care because you'd actually answer my fucking questions.
Okay. Good talk. Honestly, yeah. Let's end this conversation.
all right.
please.
Shay,
That was
that's
great.
what I'm saying. You want chivalry?
Ended on a good note.
So I'm gonna read a chat, but I have a follow-up thing on this. Lucas, actually, you know what? Michaela, go for it.
Me.
Yeah, if you can read it.
And yet again, an amalgam of vapid ineptitude combined with diluted and unearned high self-esteem. Okay, bubble bursting time. Each and every one of you ranks as nothing more than a mediocrity.
Wow. All right, Lucas coming in hot. Well, we did have a 10, a 9, a 10, and a 10. So pretty high. You know, I'm a pretty good casting director, getting like the most beautiful women.
job,
here.
Brian.
I'm
Well
good.
done.
I'm good.
The most gorgeous in the world. You always find them right here on whatever.
That,
All you ever have
that
to do
you know
is
what?
ask them.
I need some more. You know, maybe I'll hire somebody. I mean, we need some background characters. You know, so we'll see.
But you do have one man here who's a 10. So I mean, that is the standard.
That is
for
you,
which
Andrew.
All other men are held.
Andrew,
yes.
that is true. I mean, to be fair, Andrew, without the beard, I downgrade you to a 9 from a 10.
That's what I was saying.
You need to get the beard back, okay? All right, just saying.
This is an absolutely biased opinion. I will not have this men of the
I do have a
world be
beard.
assaulted this way by you, Brian.
All right. I apologize. I'm sorry.
Well, wait a second. Hang on. Now,
yeah.
well, now I'm being mean again, right? That's me being mean. And you know,
Can you-
I saw Miss Tone Police back there shaking her head. Look, I'm sorry, Tone Police. I'm sorry. I made a joke. It's okay. Calm down.
We do have a message from, we got a message from Rachel Wilson, Andrew Wilson's wife. When Andrew we should do a Rachel Wilson cameo. When Andrew finally loses his cool a bit after 3 hours of trying to get you to answer a simple question in a straightforward way, you accuse him of being difficult. Wow, no self-awareness. That's from Rachel Wilson, Andrew Wilson's wife. Maybe a cameo later, Andrew?
Yeah, you know, that's the thing that gets me, right? It's like, I actually hold you women to your same standard, right? So I literally hold you to your same standard. I agree with you that you deserve to be treated with respect. So what I want to do is ask you straightforward questions and get straightforward answers. And I'll do the exact same to you. This is how I communicate with every man on planet Earth. For reasons I don't understand, immediately, if the hey, is this true, goes, well, it could be because it's based on, it's like, no, you don't believe any of that shit. Just give me the actual answer. Somehow that's not being nice or that's not being polite. Yet when I talk to men, this problem doesn't exist. It's almost like there's a standard which they're holding that they think women should be held to, as opposed to standards men should be held to, which is why I don't believe in this equality shit. I don't believe it. I just don't believe them, personally.
Now, what I do want to get into here is there are a couple 10s at the table. Do you guys think, those of you who ranked yourself a 10, and we did have 1 9, so the 9 gets to jump into, do you guys think that all women are 10s?
No.
No.
What, into the mics, guys.
No.
No. No.
Oh, okay. That's good. Anybody? Does anybody think all women are 10s? Anybody? Going once, going twice?
Can you point at any woman at the table? Ashley, who's not a 10. any woman at the table who's not a 10, go ahead and point at her. Just any one will do. Just a single one would be okay. No, it's fine. Just one. Yeah, I'm gonna go get another beer.
All right.
Oh my God, we don't want to be held to a different standard. Oh my God.
We're going to do a follow-up question on this. So, do you think, some of you said 10, 9, so you're very attractive right now, but moving into the future, do you think you will be better looking in 10 years' time? Michaela, you're 22. Do you think you'll be better looking in 10 years' time at 32?
Yeah.
Okay, what about 20 years' time, 42?
Yeah.
Okay, 30 years' time, 52. Better looking.
Yeah. I don't know.
Okay.
I feel like I'll just get them better
Yeah.
looking.
40, sure. 40 years' time, 62?
Yeah. Sure.
50 years' time, 72?
Yeah.
Chick's a MILF.
Okay. 60 years' time, 82.
Yeah.
70 years' time, 92.
Yeah.
80 years' time, 102.
Yeah. I'm
Come-
still alive.
No, you're still, yeah, I know you're still alive.
Are you more
Better looking.
attractive?
When's your peak? When are you going to peak, Michaela?
Like attractive as in like my
Physically, like look better, yeah.
She just walked all the way up to 100.
She's going to be hot.
She's
She's going to be hot.
That's fantastic.
Like in the nursing home, just like macking on the Alzheimer's
not like
patient.
attractive as in like so there's no personality in it at all or like
No, better looking.
Just
yeah,
looks.
better looking.
just
looks.
Yeah,
straight
better
up
looking.
looks.
When's your peak?
Like 72 or...
I don't maybe 30.
30. Okay, so
Yeah.
backtrack a little bit.
A little backtrack.
Just a little 70-year backtrack. All right, 30 years old.
All right, you're 20, better looking in 10 years' time at 30.
No, maybe like 5 years, but not 10.
Okay. All right, you're 20 years old, better looking in 10 years' time at 30.
Yeah, probably. I probably have some plastic surgery by then.
What if you didn't have the plastic surgery? Still better looking?
Probably not.
Okay, but we'll keep with the plastic surgery.
Yeah.
20 years time at 40.
I'll still look
plastic
good,
surgery.
but I won't look better. Probably not.
Yeah, and just clarification, you can still be attractive 30, 40, 50, that's not what I'm saying. There's plenty of women attractive, but it's like a comparison to how you look now versus 10 years, 20 years, 30 years. You
No.
should be better looking. So 20 years time at 40, yes, no?
No.
Okay. You're 23, Shelby, better looking in 10 years time at 33.
Yeah.
Better looking in 20 years time, 43.
No.
Okay. You're 20 years old, better looking in 10 years time at 30.
Yeah.
Better looking 20 years time, 40.
Yeah.
30
but
years.
that's like it. Like 40, I feel like right there.
Okay.
Yeah.
Got it. 40 better than 30 or 30 better than 40?
30 better than 40.
Okay, but 40 still better than 20.
No, actually, no. Let me go back.
Okay.
40, 40, sorry.
Wait, 40. Okay. But
No,
then
40.
not 50 though.
No.
Okay. All right. Wait, hold on.
I'm
You're 33. Sorry, I got numbers mixed up. You're 33, better looking in 10 years time at 43.
Probably not.
Okay, and you're 33. Are you better looking now at 33 than you were at 23?
Yes.
Okay. You're 25, better looking in 10 years time at 35?
Yeah.
20 years time, 45?
Probably not.
Okay. You're 21, better looking in 10 years time at 31?
Yes, but after 35, no.
Okay. Is 35 the peak?
I would think, yeah, by 35, I would start to
Hmm,
not be as
okay.
attractive.
And then you're 28, better looking in 10 years time at 38?
No, but MILF energy still.
Took some MILF.
All right. And then you're 28, better looking 10 years ago at 18.
I'm better looking now.
Better looking now. But going to back to you, you seem to acknowledge that you cited a study that they did where men found women between, I think you said, was it 18 to 23,
Right.
24?
I know that contradicts
Or 20
my
to
point.
24.
Yeah, so on that, personally, I think that I right now am not as fit as I will be at that age because I plan on circumnavigating. So I'll be on my boat full time. I'll be fishing. I'll be diving. I'll be doing my own work on the hull. So I'll be a lot more fit since I'll be making all my own food. I'll have to garden off the back of my boat. And I just think that lifestyle, I will be at the point where I'm going to be more attractive physically because it's such manual labor that I will have more muscle mass and I'll be more.
What about all the sun exposure?
Yeah,
you're gonna
that's
get on the boat?
exactly what I was gonna say. I was like,
Well, I
don't
also
you
make my
think-
own sunblock, so I'm fine
yeah,
right
but-
now. You can see how white I am.
I mean,
so
even
don't
with
think my skin's
sunblock,
gonna-
there are going to be some aging impacts.
Yeah, by
from-
50 for sure. That's why I said 35. I think 35. That's also you have to realize
I mean, have
as
you-
women get older,
have
they
you ever
start to lose muscle mass. So that's something that I think will make me less attractive. Right, your skin gets a little bit looser unless you do something to fix that, and you lose muscle mass. So I am real about that, and I think once I start to age, I'm not going to be as attractive after 35.
Okay. All right.